All right, cool. Let's jump to the next one. This is Westfield. This is my favorite market. I usually do this one. I own several homes in the Westfield market. I love it, love it, love it. And the numbers prove it. It's just like been on a tear all year, and it kind of continues. So the year over year graph, I think this is the only one that's consistently over 2022 for the entire year. And if you've been up in Westfield, if you've driven in Westfield, oh my God, there's so much construction going on. There's so many things going on. I just read something about some huge STEM building that they're building there. They're building some giant indoor pickleball facility. It's going to be like 40 indoor courts. I mean, just massive construction and activity up there. So I think kind of the sky's the limit, to be honest with you, in terms of Westfield. It's is so much going on up there. So
I have to ask.
average, what's that?
Sorry about that. I have to ask. You brought up pickleball. Do you play? Do you play pickleball?
Oh yeah, I love pickleball. I love pickleball.
Absolutely, yes. By the way, if you're not already out on those courts playing pickleball, you better get out there. All right, keep you young.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get. Actually, I got Jack, our oldest son, into it too. So I
Nice.
love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, Colvin and I we'll meet out at his courts shortly after school. We absolutely can't get enough of him. Sorry. Please.
No worries. Okay, so average rent for October, $23.95. Look at that. That's up 23% from last year and up 2.5% from last month. So it just continues to be on a tear. Active homes on the market, 85. That is a bit of a similar trend where we're seeing that creep up. But taking a sneak peek here, it does look like we're going to have a little bit of a price correction in November. Now, it doesn't look drastic, probably 25 or 50 bucks, something like that, but it does look like it's coming. And that's, something like that, I would probably attribute that to seasonality. I mean, we'll see what happens at the end of next month, but typically you see price decreases in November and December as we go through the year. And then January, we start to see activity pick back up. So not too concerned about it with all the activity and all the positivity that's happening in Westfield. Not super concerned about that. What I am concerned about is, and this is the trend that we're seeing, right, is days on the market. Look at that, 60 days on the market. That is crazy. And that is up 7% from last year and 58% from last month. So that is wild. I don't have a great explanation for that other than more inventory. People trying to push their prices.
A little bit of both, right? I think that we're going to see more inventory on the market as our average days on market. Those probably correlates. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that they probably would. Active homes on the market, I think, are going to expand. Certainly, when your average rent is up almost 3%, right? This is just like the previous report we just had. I believe that these are owners still trying to achieve the higher rents that were advertised to them when they decided to purchase in this market, and they're trying to achieve that. Well, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to do that. And what's happening while they're trying to achieve that is you're seeing an uptick on the average days on the market, nearly 60% month over month. I think that's absolutely going to, our active homes on the market, that's going to tick up. Our average days on market is going to tick up. And at some point, those average rents, I think, are going to tumble in this market because they're still on the up.
Yeah, and I think it's, we try to send this message to our owners, but you got to have, if you're investing in real estate, you got to have a long-term mentality, right? So it's not about this month or this year. It's about the 3, 5, 10-year cycle. And so, if you have to make a price correction now, that's okay. Take a $50 haircut, $100 haircut, whatever you need to do to get it leased up before these prices go down, get it leased up, and then we'll have a new cycle. Potentially next year we can raise rents. And if you're in a market like Westfield, I mean, not only are you getting rent for cash flow, you're going to see significant price appreciation in a market like this. I mean, that's a huge part of the equation, and a big part of why you would invest in Westfield is the appreciation that you're going to see.
Absolutely. And we probably don't speak enough to that. These market reports are really designed to give you real-time data so that you can make real-time decisions in order to place a tenant as quick as possible, reduce your vacancy. And we should really also include, although a lot of this may seem doom and gloom, look, there's ornaments in the top right-hand corner, all right? So if you're feeling too sad, look up there, get a little holiday cheer, because yes, this is absolutely a market that you want to be a part of. Now, Mike didn't mention it probably because it gets mentioned all the time when you're talking about the Westfield market, and that is Grand Park, which is continuing to kill it. It's killing it in the youth sports program. This place stays really, really busy. It's expanding really, really fast. It's definitely not all sad news. This is a market you should absolutely be looking to invest in. Now, the short-term
100%.
rental game, I know, is kind of dried up a little bit. They're trying to get ahead of it because it's becoming a little bit of a saturated market, because everybody who considers himself a real estate investor is looking at short-term rentals right now. Well, this is a beautiful area if you can sneak into this market and start up your short-term rental, I think. But yeah, I mean, just to close out, this is just a good market that you should absolutely be looking at, no matter your average days on the market.
Yeah, totally agree. Two things. One, did you see that they are they're doing an NCAA pickleball tournament at Grand Park? Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
All right, just where do I sign up?
Exactly. Well, they just like the events just keep coming there. And
Absolutely.
then the short-term rental thing, I was just looking at this today. So we started looking at short-term rentals up there 2 or 3 years ago. I think there was 52 on the market, and as of today, there's 120. So I mean, it's more than doubled in 2 years. So it's pretty saturated up there for short-term rentals, I will say.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's exactly what I suspected.
All right, real quickly, we'll touch on average sales price. So again, homes under 500,000, average sales price 387, 033, 96 of those sold last month. So still lots of homes available up there, and they're building a nonstop up there. I mean, there's every builder, there's everywhere. But that does represent a little bit of a decrease from last month and last year. I'm just attributing that to rates, cycle, seasonality, all of the above.